Are you looking for the best game movies and series to watch in 2026? From emotional love stories to bold, unforgettable shows, here are the must-watch LGBTQ plus picks you don't want to miss. Let's get into it. Next up is We'll Find Happiness. A film crafted with care and precision tells a deeply moving story of displacement and the othering of undocumented immigrants. In a world where love can cost you everything, how far would you go to protect the person you love? We'll Find Happiness is not just a love story. It's a story of survival, sacrifice, and impossible choices. We follow Saad, a young man who has already risked everything to escape his past. A refugee, far from home, trying to build a life in a place that doesn't fully accept him. But he's not alone. By his side is Reza, the man he loves. Their bond is deep, raw, and real. But in their world, love isn't safe. As the story unfolds, we see more than just romance. We see the harsh reality of queer refugees. People forced to choose between identity, love, and survival. Because sometimes, freedom isn't about happiness. It's about staying alive. We'll Find Happiness reminds us. Sometimes love isn't enough to save you, but it's the only reason to keep fighting. In this new Netflix Colombian romantic dramedy, Just Alice, or Alicia, Samuel and Benjamin are characters whose relationship develops alongside the main plot. The show focuses on Alice, a woman living a double life, married to two different men. Benjamin experiences heartbreak before the pair reconciles and moves forward in their relationship. The series follows Alicia, who, instead of choosing between two men, marries both and manages two separate lives, leading to a complex web of lies. The series features characters navigating relationships, while Alice's secret threatens to unravel. Each character feels authentic, with real emotions and contradictions. The chemistry among the cast is strong, giving depth and truth to the story. One of the best Colombian series of the year. Next up, the Argentine series Amor Animal, now available on Prime Video, stands out as a fresh and provocative offering within the Latin American television landscape, blending drama and desire with an unconventional perspective on human relationships. From its very first episodes, the series captivates viewers with an intense narrative that explores the boundaries between instinct and reason, posing a disquieting question. To what extent are our emotions governed by the most primitive parts of ourselves? Through complex and deeply flawed characters, Amor Animal constructs a universe where love is not idealized, but rather visceral, impulsive, and, at times, dangerous. Ultimately, Amor Animal is not a series for every audience, yet therein lies its strength. It is intense, provocative, and honest. A story that lays bare human emotions and reminds us that, deep down, we all harbor a wild side that is difficult to control. In quiet villages where nothing ever seems to change, some stories remain hidden, and some desires refuse to stay silent. Small Town Boys is not just one story. It's a collection of lives, 3 different journeys, all bound by the same longing, to be seen, to be free, and to love without fear. The film takes us deep into rural France, a place where expectations are rigid, and escaping them feels almost impossible. The first story introduces us to a young man, torn between duty and desire. In the second story, we follow a wandering teenager, someone who doesn't quite fit in. Sometimes the hardest part isn't coming out. And then the third story, a respected teacher, someone who appears to have everything under control. But reality quickly catches up. Across these 3 stories, Small Town Boys paints a deeply human picture of queer life in small towns. There's no dramatic rebellion, no grand escape. Instead, we see something far more real. Moments of hesitation, missed chances, and quiet dreams that may never fully come true. in a place where the sea never rests. Neither do the secrets buried beneath it. On the Sea takes us to a remote coastal village where life revolves around church and fishery. Jack is faced with an impossible dilemma, a world shaped by tradition, hard work, and expectations that are almost impossible to escape. Because sometimes discovering who you really are doesn't set you free, it costs you everything. Set against the raw, unforgiving beauty of the sea, this story isn't loud or dramatic. It's quiet, intimate, and painfully real. A slow-burning journey of identity, masculinity, and longing, where every emotion feels as deep as the ocean itself. On the Sea reminds us, sometimes the hardest battles aren't fought against the world, but against the life you've built for yourself. Next up is Sunflower. Growing up is never easy, but growing up while hiding who you are can feel impossible. Sunflower is a raw and intimate coming-of-age story, one that takes us into the quiet struggles of a boy, learning to accept himself in a world that isn't ready for him. We meet Leo, a 17-year-old living in the working-class suburbs of Melbourne. His life looks normal on the outside. School, friends, parties. But beneath it all, there's something he's trying to ignore, something he doesn't fully understand yet. The film captures the harsh reality of growing up queer, the bullying, the fear, the loneliness, but also something deeper, the quiet strength it takes to finally accept yourself. And by the end, Leo isn't the same boy we met at the beginning. He's been through pain, through doubt, through heartbreak, but he's also found something powerful, himself. Sunflower reminds us, sometimes the journey to self-love is the hardest story we'll ever live, but it's also the most important one. In a television landscape where telenovelas are constantly looking to reinvent themselves, Beleza Fatal emerges as a proposal that goes far beyond conventional drama. This Brazilian production not only captivates with its narrative intensity, but also establishes itself as a sophisticated and emotionally profound portrait of power, identity, and desire in a society obsessed with perfection. Set in the competitive universe of aesthetics, fame, and appearances, the series builds a story where nothing is what it seems. Behind flawless faces and seemingly perfect lives, hidden dark secrets, dangerous ambitions, and relationships marked by manipulation, pain, and the constant struggle for control are revealed. The series features multiple LGBTQ plus elements and characters, with the villain herself being bisexual. The show's representation has garnered attention, with fans and social media celebrating the characters and storylines with phrases like "Viva as gays" and highlighting the diverse family dynamics within the show. Leviticus 2026 is a queer supernatural horror film acquired by Neon after its premiere at the Sundance Film Festival that focuses on a romantic gay storyline, exploring themes of forbidden desire, internalized homophobia, and queer survival. Directed by Australian filmmaker Adrian Chiarella, the movie centers on a star-crossed romance between two teenage boys in a small, religious, and homophobic Australian community. One of the film's most standout features is its narrative approach. Horror becomes a metaphor for repression and social judgment. The characters are not merely fleeing from the unknown, but from the very things they have been taught to fear within themselves. This dual conflict adds depth to the story, setting it apart from other productions within the genre. Leviticus is neither an easy nor a lighthearted film. It is uncomfortable, provocative, and, at many moments, profoundly shocking. Yet therein lies its true strength, in daring to tell a horror story that seeks not merely to frighten, but also to provoke reflection. Next up is Enzo. This is a coming-of-age drama directed by Robin Campillo that follows a 16-year-old privileged teen who rebels against his wealthy parents by taking a masonry apprenticeship, where he develops an intense, simmering attraction to Vlad, a charismatic Ukrainian laborer. The film is set in the south of France and explores themes of class, sexuality, and identity. Enzo rejects his bourgeois lifestyle and falls for Vlad, a colleague dealing with the pressures of returning to fight in the Russo-Ukrainian war. While Enzo simmers with homoerotic tension, it is described more as a coming-of-age story focusing on ambiguous, intense desire and emotional infatuation rather than a direct gay romance. Enzo is noted for its focus on the unspoken aspects of desire and the complexities of finding one's identity at 16. Física o Química, The New Generation, is a Spanish drama series released in 2025, serving as a reboot of the original popular show. It follows a new group of students and teachers exploring life, relationships, and self-discovery, often navigating intense personal challenges and diverse experiences. The show centers on diverse teenagers attending a support group after a student's death, focusing on their personal growth and relationships. Produced as a 16-episode series, it continues the legacy of the original Física o Química, deals with modern teenage life, including social issues, emotional struggles, and the transition into adulthood. The series is not directly related to scientific fields, but uses the title to reflect the tumultuous nature of youth. Want more amazing recommendations like this? Click on one of these videos and keep the vibe going.